na naghihintay daw ng tamang pagkakataon. Ngayon po, sa latest na report ng mainstream media, ang mga nagtitipon-tipon po, kalahati lang ng pumunta. Kahapon na more than 500,000 yung estimate. 300,000 na lang ngayon ang sinasabing crowd, mga kababayan, sa Luneta. Napagod na siguro yung mga tao. Kasi yung part 3 ng video po ni Saldico, imbes na bombshell, naging watosi na lang. Ganon din yung video ni Sara kanina. Walang hatak. Ibigay ko sa inyo itong kwentong sabi na sagap ni columnist Ramon Tulfo tungkol po kay Saldico. Ayan sabi niya, latest report about Saldico. He might be in Japan, though DFA is still checking and said to be eager to come back if the anti-Marcos rallies pick up steam. Catch is that not many folks showed up at EDSA, and the DDS group was not allowed to join the rally at the Luneta by the Iglesia ni Cristo. Even Edwin Lasierda, who used to be a presidential advisor, mentioned in his show that Ko was in Japan and that he'd be happy to come back if the rallies could get enough critical mass. The rumor mill is a buzz about Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and Amy Marcos talking with Ko to convince him to release a video that would put President BBM and former Speaker Martin Romualdez in a bad light. So yun ang kwento ni Ramon Tulfo na naghihintay daw ng tamang pagkakataon. Ngayon po, sa latest na report ng mainstream media, ang mga nagtitipon-tipon po, kalahati lang ng pumunta. Kahapon na more than 500,000 yung estimate. 300,000 na lang ngayon ang sinasabing crowd, mga kababayan, sa Luneta. Napagod na siguro yung mga tao. Kasi yung part 3 ng video po ni Saldico, imbes na bombshell, naging watosi na lang. Ganon din yung video ni Sara kanina. Walang hatak. Kaya nag-iipon-ipon ngayon po, kalahati na lang ng crowd sa pumunta kahapon, mga kababayan, first day ng INC rally. Tapos, na-booking na po yung intensyon ng INC. Nakabanta yung armed forces, yung PNP, mga kababayan. At yung mga tao, alam na ng taong bayan kung ano ang totoo, ang totoong kwento. Ang kwento nila lahat kasinungalingan. Hindi nag-pick up yung mga kwento ni Marcoleta at gatong ni Mike Defensor. Yung NBI sinunog agad yung kwento ni Mike Defensor. Yan yung statement ng ng National Bureau of Investigation. This statement is issued to clarify and correct the misleading allegations made by former Congressman Mike Defensor regarding the supposed beating, unlawful detention, in alleged covert flight of Mr. John Paul Estrada, resigned ako Bicol Party List Coast Aid, and his wife to Chile. We categorically deny the claims that Mr. Estrada and his wife were beaten or harmed. Number 2, that they were unlawfully held by NBI personnel. And number 3, they were provided with fake passports or flown out of the country to prevent testimony. These allegations are unfounded, unsupported by evidence, and purely speculative. No complaint, report, or medical record exists showing that Mr. Estrada or his wife suffered physical harm. There is no record of their custody under the NBI. We formally coordinated with the Bureau of Immigration and we are currently awaiting the response on the matter. We categorically condemn any false, malicious, or unverified statements intended to undermine the credibility and integrity of our institution. We reaffirm our commitment to transparency, due process, and the rule of law. The Bureau remains fully open to any formal investigation and welcome any legitimate inquiry to establish the truth. We call on Mr. Defensor to present verifiable evidence, not hearsay. Should he persist in making these accusations, as per our communication, Mr. Defensor gave his assurance that he will submit material evidence in support of his claims. And we expect him to honor this commitment. Should the evidence so warrant, the Bureau shall proceed with the appropriate investigative action. Absent any credible proof, this allegation remain unfounded, cannot be given weight, and may even lead to prosecution for its malicious intent to undermine the credibility and integrity of the Bureau. So malamang makasuhan po ng NBI, kasuhan ng NBI po si Mike Defensor. Ang intensyon ni Mike Defensor, gatungan po ang damdamin ng mga nagrarally. Konti na lang po yung dumating, kalahati na lang po. Yan, estimated crowd 300,000 as of 3 p.m. na lang ang tao sa Quirino Grandstand. O yan na lang po, mga kababayan, ang crowd estimate. Pumalo sa 300,000 ang crowd estimate as of 4 p.m. sa Quirino Grandstand sa Maynila para sa ikalawang araw ng rally. So, bumagsak ng almost half kasi simple, pagod na sila. Yung iba walang magamit na CR. Yung iba nabasa sa pagbagsak ng ulan. Anong gagawin mo dyan? Nagalisa na lang po yung iba. Yung iba siguro nakakubra na din. Yan ang importante. Nag-attendance lang nang makakubra na, umalis na. Sabi, ang budget po 3,000 per day. 9,000. Siguro yung iba, hindi na niya natin nakakayanin. Kung magti 3 days pa tayo. Tapos may naan niya yung pasabog. Wato silang niya. Lalo yung statement ni Sara Duterte, walang latoy-latoy. You see, mga kababayan. Ito, may statement yung Armed Forces on the malicious resurfacing of a 2024 video on the increase of soldiers' subsistence allowance. The Armed Forces of the Philippines strongly denounces the deliberate resurfacing and distortion of a 2024 video showing a video call involving the Speaker, then Speaker Martin Romualdez, House Appropriations Chairperson Saldico, in the Armed Forces Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. The old clip taken when Congress approved the long overdue increase of the subsistence allowances of the Armed Forces personnel from 150 to 350 is now being twisted by the stabilizers to insinuate that the Armed Forces has been both controlled or compromised. This narrative is false, reckless, and deeply disrespectful to the men and women in uniform. It is necessary to clarify what truly happened. In December 2023, President Marcos personally asked General Browner how else he could help the troops. The Chief of Staff responded candidly, "Sir, maybe we can increase the subsistence allowance of the soldiers. The 150 per day is no longer enough for their meals." The President immediately replied, "Let's work on that." Acting on the President's directive, the Armed Forces through Ilocos 1st District Representative Sandro Marcos coordinated with Representative Saldico and then Speaker Romualdez in 2024 to ensure that the increase would be properly included in the national budget for 2025. The initiative began with the President, moved through the appropriate legislative channels, and was anchored entirely on the genuine needs of the soldiers. There was no political bargaining, no exchange of favors, and no compromise of institutional integrity. Isabi ko sa inyo, malawakan ang pagpapakalat po ng fake news, disinformation ng mga forces na nagpaplat po na patalsikin yung ating Pangulo at iupo si Sara. Kung ano-ano ang kanilang mga pinagagawa. So sabi dito sa statement ng Armed Forces, to set the record straight, expressing gratitude to lawmakers for supporting a reform that directly benefits soldiers does not in any form give anyone control over the armed forces. The armed forces' loyalty has never been dictated by political personalities. Its integrity does not hinge on who assists in delivering much-needed improvements for its people. The armed forces' mandate is and always will be anchored solely on the Constitution and the Filipino people. The increase in subsistence allowance was earned by our personnel through years of sacrifice, hardship, and unwavering commitment to duty. Behind every soldier standing guard is a family left behind, months of deployment in remote locations, and the constant threat to life for those who risk everything so that the nation may live in peace. A modest allowance increase is not a reward or concession. It is a matter of basic dignity. For many of our troops, the additional 200 pesos a day means a fuller meal, essential hygiene items, and a small but meaningful relief in their daily struggle. Turning this into a political narrative of control reveals not just malice, but a profound lack of respect for the uniform, the service, and the sacrifices represented by every stripe and insignia. To the individuals and groups irresponsibly weaponizing an old video to sow distrust and destabilize institutions, we issue this firm warning: stop dragging the armed forces into your political theatrics. Stop manufacturing lies to push your agenda at the expense of national stability. Our soldiers and their families do not deserve to be used as pawns in anyone's political games. The dignity, loyalty, courage, and integrity of the Filipino soldier cannot be both. Not now, not ever. The armed forces stands firm, united, and unshakable in its duty to protect the Constitution, defend the Republic, and serve the Filipino people. This information will never shake the armed forces. Truth, honor, patriotism, and service will always prevail. Yan yung statement. Ngayon pa lang nilabas ng armed forces. Kasi pilit na ginagatungan po ng mga DDS, ng mga plotters, ang armed forces na mag-withdraw na ng support sa ating Pangulong Bongbong. Ano kayo ngayon? Supalpal ang mga pinapakalat ninyo na mga disinformation sa social media. Hindi kayo obra yung mga masamang gawain po ninyo.